Once upon a time, long, long ago, and far away, or perhaps not so long ago, teachers did not use fancy PowerPoint presentations, overhead projectors, or even chalkboards. They simply shared their knowledge through stories. Think back over your years of sitting in classrooms. What are the moments that you most remember? For me, one of those moments was when my teacher introduced the concept of Archimedes' principle through the story of how he sprang stark naked from the bath shouting, Eureka, Eureka. The odds are that you may be remembering the same story when I said Eureka, Eureka. It's not the theories or definitions or dates, but an unfolding narrative, complete with suspense, drama, humor, which makes this Archimedes principle stick to my mind, or if I may say, to our memories. The power of stories has been recognized for centuries, and even today, they are a natural mode of thinking. So, ladies and gentlemen, today we have an opportunity to look at these strategies for building growth mindsets and personal branding through pictures and stories. Before we move on to that, I would request our Mr. Rajendra Sapre, who's on the platform, to share something about his journey in the DMT, the platform where we are going to witness this amazing presentation today. So I would invite Mr. Rajendra Sapre, and before I do that, I would like to introduce him. Who is Mr. Rajendra Sapre? He has close to 30 years of corporate experience. He has developed several first of its kinds products and solutions, working with leading technologies. He has designed and conducted technology trainings as well as backed the Corporate Orator Club with Toastmaster International. About 5 years ago, he started his startup journey, and he provides Internet of Things-based solutions for industrial and healthcare domains. Alongside, he entered corporate trainings, primarily focusing on Industry 4.0, which comprises of IoT, artificial intelligence, machine learning technologies. He's keen to master the art of online training, and hence he's part of our DMT program, that is Diploma de Master Trainer program, where you are today as guests and participants for the presentations. So before we move on, I will request him to share what impact this program had on his business and on himself. Over to you, Mr. Rajendra Sapre.
Yeah. Okay, one of the serendipities of this pandemic was that rather accidentally, I came across the program conducted by Top League, which was called the World's Best Trainer Competition. Now, I was not a participant there, but rather accidentally I came to know that such and such competition is going on. And as soon as I got into actually listening to those particular sessions, I came to know that the preparation and the diversity that is actually going on in this particular program is amazing. So there must be something which is actually what you can see the kind of a kind of a cause that, okay, how these people are actually mastering the presentation techniques, especially in the online environment. And as the competition unfolded and it became actually more and more steeper for the participants, it was also more enjoyment for the person like me who was more of a spectator or an audience. Meanwhile, what happened is that Arun sir started conducting small sessions, small in the sense that maybe sometimes they were even half a day or almost like a full day. And I was actually kind of mesmerized by the way he was actually keeping us glued to the platform for several hours at a stretch. So there must be something unique about his programs. That's what I was actually thinking about. And slowly I came to know from his sessions that he was making use of the cognitive science as a foundation for his mastery as far as the presentations go. And to my surprise, I saw an announcement that Arun sir was going to conduct a master trainers program, this Diploma de Master Trainers course, just after the competition ended. And I decided to join this particular program because I was already convinced about his abilities. Now, as the program actually started, it really started with a great note that we actually came to know that what kind of a research actually goes when it comes to delivering a successful presentation, irrespective of its size, whether it is 2 hours or whether it is 2 days or whether it is 2 months. So a lot of preparation and a lot of research has to be done, and there is a systematic way in which it could be done, what is called as a conceptualization. Over the period of time, I also came to, and I also understood the concepts of languaging, the nudge theory, and other facets of cognitive science. And these not only helped us as participants to do our own trainings better, like the IoT program which I conducted. For the first time, I started that program with a story, and which I had never done. And that got actually tremendous response. Not only that, but even during the other meetings, mostly they are online, where as a founder of a startup, we have to deal with many customers or actually our likely investors. So even there, this kind of mastery or understanding of the cognitive science, it really helped to create your pitch and to actually present that pitch in a very effective manner. As far as to summarize this particular diplomed master trainer program, I could say that in the software parlance, we say that some kind of a software is a battery included kind of a software or a framework, which means that it has actually all the necessary tools that as soon as you unbox it, you are able to deal with everything. In the same manner, this DMT program is a kind of a batteries included kind of a program for any professional who wants to make an impact in the online sessions or even online meetings as a part of our profession. And because not only that you start with the conceptualization and you improve your languaging, you know how to transition, etc. But at the same time, the other elements of how to improve your voice quality, in what manner do we deal with the social media, how do we present ourselves, and how do we create our brand as a trainer or as a professional. All these aspects are beautifully covered in this Diplomed Master Trainer program. And I'm really thankful to Mr. Arun Subramanian and our other trainer, Mr. Vaidishwaran, and also some of the experts who are actually brought to this particular program. To all of them, I'm really grateful that they have delivered a great experience and they have impacted our professional lives in a best manner. And last but not the least, our entire batch actually is actually helping each other, and we are actually getting molded through this crucible. And it is a sheer enjoyment that to learn and improve as an individual and improve as a team as far as our first batch of Diplomed Master Trainer goes. So thanks again to everyone. And I could really recommend this particular program, Diplomed Master Trainer, even for the successive batches, like the season 2 batch, which is coming up in the near future. Thanks again.
Thank you so
Over
much.
to Poojaji.
Thank you so much, Mr. Rajendra Sapre. And indeed, this is an introduction about this platform where all of you are present today, the kind of work that we are doing here. And now I move on to this platform, which is hosting the signature presentation by Professor K.V. Subbaraju. The topic is Panch Tantra, the 5 strategies to develop growth mindset and personal branding. So I move on to first an introduction for the illustrious career of Professor K.V. Subbaraju. I hope I'm able to do justice to the kind of work that he has done. Professor Subbaraju is a PhD. He has MSc in chemistry, MSc in applied psychology. He's a PG diploma in computer sciences, Central University, Hyderabad. He has done a 4-month certificate on learning and intelligence, Harvard University, USA. He has authored more than 10 books. And some of those books, I'll be sharing those names with you as I progress. He's a motivational speaker. He's a soft skill trainer and an educationist. He did his PhD at the young age of 25 and was promoted as professor at the age of 35. He has impacted more than 3 lakh students, teachers, employees in more than 150 institutes in India and abroad. He has authored books, as I mentioned before. One of his famous books is Success Secrets for Engineering Students. He has written textbooks, reference books in 7 universities and their affiliated colleges. I'm just naming a few here: the JNTU Hyderabad, JSS Indraprasth University, New Delhi, Usmania University, Mandsaur University, Netaji Subhash Chandra University, and many more, more than 100 plus autonomous colleges. Some of the books that he has written, they are, for example, Success Secrets for 21st Century is a prescribed reference book for human values course at United AP by APS Council. It is a rare feat where the author reads his book to 30,000 plus students in 100 plus institutes throughout India, where each student has his own book. Dr. Subbaraju established first personality development and learning center. He has conducted special training programs for students like Focus, Smart Student, Vision, to get campus placement at SRKR Engineering College, Bhimavaram. He conducted special training programs for rural students and teachers. He has authored special books for them and has made available thousands of copies free for students. His 2 books, Success Secrets and Zeros, Heroes, and Superheroes, are used as training material for campus placement training by different institutes. Many institutes distribute personal copies for students joining the college, which help them develop skills to get good degree and job. Let's talk about his present mission, which is even more inspiring. His mission is to empower the underprivileged and the less privileged sections of society to lead happy and successful life. He is on his way to accomplish this by taking on a target to address 1 lakh engineering and other degrees and postgraduate students, 1 lakh rural youth and school students online and in person. And he continues to coach 10 autonomous institutes to become world-class institute. So with that, I hand over to Professor Subbaraju, who uses a unique style to drive ideas home, to motivate people, students, to reach their vision and goal passionately and with perseverance. Over to you, Professor.
Can you give the sharing?
Already done, sir.
Okay.
Do you need any help?
Yes. Yes. My dear friends, and some of them are my students, and some of my their teachers, some of their classmates, in addition to the platform. The topic I'm going to talk is the Panchatantra, building growth mindset for personal branding, where I will be discussing 5 strategies for developing a growth mindset. And once you get the growth mindset, you can get whatever knowledge, whatever skill, whatever value you want to learn. So once you can fill the gap of what you have and what you need to have, you have the personal brand. So we want to choose a career, and for that we require certain characters, and we will be finding a gap. And let me start with a statement. This is in up to 18th century, India's GDP was 25 to 32%. It is 1/4 of the world's value was created in India up to 18th century. And from there onwards, now it is in 20th century, 21st, it is 2 to 7%. And people say, especially Bezos, Amazon says that the 19th century is England's century and 20th century is America's century. That happened. But people say 21st century is century of India. Can we make it? And if you want to make it, where is the gap? What we need to learn? This I'm going to discuss. With 25% youth population, India has ability to become great, to become a world guru, to become a superpower. And it can make Indians educated and happy. And for that, what is to be done? And where is the gap? Why we are unable to bridge the gap with the 25% population? We are having just 2 to 7% of GDP. What is needed to be done to fill the gap and make India a great country, a happy country, a rich country, and educated country? That should be the goal of all of us. The reason, one of the reasons is we set smaller goals and we find an easy way to reach those goals. When we reach smaller goals, we can't grow. And if we can elevate to set higher goals and reach them, will India grow? And as I was traveling in the train, I got the idea of Rama. You know, in the war between Rama and Lankesh, Ravana was attacked and he is on the deathbed to die within few hours. At the time, Rama called Lakshmana. He asked Lakshmana to go to Ravana and learn from him. And Lakshmana is an angry person, egoistic person. He said, no, how can we go? How can we go to our enemy? He is a very bad person. How can we go and reach? How can we go and beg Ravana to teach the wisdom? Rama said, every person has some knowledge, unique knowledge. We need to learn it. We need to learn alls. We need to learn from everybody. There are two kinds of people, learn alls. Rama is a learn all, means let us learn from everybody good things. And the second person is Lakshmana. He thinks it is not necessary to need from everybody. Let us learn only from good people. So if we can make Indians know alls, that means if we can make Indians open to learning, if we can make our employees, if we can make our students, if we can make our businessmen, and if we can make the entrepreneurs, make them learners, if we can make them learn alls. From know alls means they are egoistic people. They think that I know lots of things. Why I need to learn more? Why should I need to learn more? I learned lot of things. That kind of mindset is called as a know all mindset. But some people try to learn from everybody, and that is called as know all mentality. These people can work in teams and they can create lot of wealth. And this is what India needs. If we can develop the learning attitude, learn all attitude among the people, and we make it a culture, if we make it a learn all culture, India can easily fill the gap and do it. And you know, this person is Duryodhana. And once Duryodhana and Dharmadas are the cousins, you know that. And they are the Sishyas of Drona. And Drona called those two people and asked Duryodhana, go to Hastinapura and find one good person. He asked to find one good person. And then called Dharmaja to find one bad person. They roamed whole of the city, the whole day and night. They came back. Duryodhana said, there is not even one good person in the whole of Hastinapura. Everyone has something bad. He's unable to find any good person. But on the other hand, if you take Dharmaraja, he said, there is not even one bad person, 100%. Every person has got something good, something learnable. I could not find even one person who is 100% bad. There is good person, there is goodness in everyone. That should be the attitude. If you can develop these two attitudes of learning from everybody and finding strengths, finding good in every person, if you can learn from them, we become better people. Then we develop a growth mindset. Whatever is missing, you can learn and you can achieve bigger goals. You can this is called, this is the basis of a growth mindset. A growth mindset helps you to fill the gap of what you want to become. That is your personal brand. And as the professor was traveling, a professor was traveling in the train, and then he got those two ideas. He was thinking how India can evolve into a happy country, a rich country, educated country. He met several people, and among them he found three people. The professor, he found an young student, an engineering student about 17 years age, but he looks very smart, but he looks unhappy. And he saw another person. This person is about 25, 26 years old. This person is well dressed, looking very smart, but this person is happy. He found another person, the third person, who is obese, and he is having a lot of unhappiness. He is full of unhappiness. And as they were discussing about the start blaming people, finding problems, and then the professor said, my dear friends, in every one of us there is ability. In every one of us there is a hidden ability to succeed. Every one of us has inner potential to succeed. If you can bring out the inner potential, and if you start learning, what happens? We will be on a growth path, and we can achieve whatever goals we want. And then they started telling their stories. My dear friend, you are talking so many things. You are an old person. You are a professor. You do not know our problems. Let's discuss. This man, this person is of 17-year age. He is a first-year engineering student. He lives in a village. Every day he travels. Every day he travels by cycle to the railway station. He wakes up at 5 a.m., travels by cycle, then he takes a train, 1.5 hours journey, then he goes to the college, to the town where there is the college, then he walks down to the college, and then by 5 o'clock the college closes. He comes back. By the time he reaches, it will be around 9 p.m. or 10 p.m. sometimes. He becomes so much tired. He felt so much bored. In the class, he is not understanding lessons. He is not enjoying the train journey. He is not enjoying waiting for the train, and his life is full of misery. He is a poor person. He is blaming his parents. He is saying that my father did not put me a college nearby because he could not pay high fee. So I'm traveling every day. I'm sure that I'm being a weak student and being from a Telugu medium, and then I'm sure that I will fail in examinations. Once I fail in exam, I will not get a job. My life is going to be miserable. He's telling that I only have the problems, and my problems are make my life miserable in every way. Not only that, there is no solution for the problem. There is no solution for my problem. I have to go every day there. I don't know when I complete my degree. Even if I complete my degree in 5 or 6 years, I am not sure I can get a job because my academics are weak. And not only that, being a Telugu medium student, my communication is very weak. God knows when I get a job, I don't know how he can become rich, how he can become educated, how he can become happy. You, professor, is telling that every person has ability to get education, to become rich, to become happy. You are telling so many things. I don't believe in you. And then the second person, then he said, I will let us discuss about your problems. And then the second person started telling, my story is different. My story altogether different, my dear friend. My story, I am from a educated family, very good family. I had education in one of the top institutes in my state. And in the campus placement, I got a job. Because our college is well known and my academics are very good and my knowledge is very good, I got the job. Then what's the problem for you? The young man is telling that. And after, when I joined my job, I was doing the job well, and my boss was very happy. He's telling that you have very good knowledge. And during the pandemic, I was fired from the job. Why are you fired from the job? He said, my boss called me and told me what is the reason. The reason, he told, individually, you are extraordinarily good. Individually, whatever job is given to you, you can do well. But when the job is given to you in a team, you can't contribute for the team. Not only that, you demotivate the team, you criticize people, you find fault with the people, you find fault with other people, they get demotivated. So if you are present in the team, there is no cooperation, there is no collaboration, there is only destruction. And because there is market is not good, we have to remove some people. You are the only person who cannot work in teams. Because of that reason, you are fired from the job. So he is so miserable. I have great education and still I lost the job. I don't know when I am going to get the job. Now I am preparing for the interviews and I am not selected. They're rejecting, telling some or the other reason. And then the third person. So this person believes he is good, he doesn't accept, he finds faults with others. When you find faults with other people, he will not encourage other people to contribute. So he punctures others' ideas, and in his presence, people do not share ideas. There is no cooperation, there is no collaboration, and the team is just a group. There are no longer teams. When I'm there, that is the reason I lost the job. And then this person, the obese person, he's an obese person, very fatty person. He may be around 40, 45 years age, but he looks 50, 55 years age because of he's like a Bakasura, big body. And then he started telling the story. My story is quite different from those two people. I am a rich man. I am highly educated. Not only that, I have a company. And that, not only that, I own 100-acre land, which my father built, a business, and he also built 100-acre farm, which was just like a Swargaloka before he died. And then you see, now the problem is, I give everything to my wife. I give a car, I give a beautiful 4-bedroom house, I buy her jewelries, but she is planning for divorce. I understand from others, she is planning for divorce. And my son, I gave him a motorcycle, and I gave him this Apple best model mobile, but he's saying that he also wants to divorce, and a son cannot divorce. He wants to move with my wife. And when I go to office, when I am there, nobody talks, nobody advises me. They say in my absence, they say that this Hitler is coming. This man is called Hitler. Do you understand this? I don't understand why this is happening. I'm a nice person. I'm paying them fat checks. I'm paying them fat salaries. Understand this. I'm paying 10%, 20% more than other people. Many people are leaving my organization. I don't know why. This is the situation. How can I? Can you help me? Can you help me solve the problem? Can you give an advice? Can there is anything in the Panchatantra? Can you tell the Panchatantra? Is there any Tantra wherein I can make my family, my business and everything great? Can you give that idea? And then now there is a breakout room. That there are two questions. One is, how can India succeed? How many groups will be there?
If you tell me that we have 40 of us.
Yes, sir. How many groups are doing?
So can we do 5 groups?
You can have 5 groups.
Or more?
And then the first group will talk about how can India succeed.
All the groups will have the same topic, right?
We will change. We'll give a different topics. For two batches, we give how can India succeed, what Indians are we need to learn.
Okay.
The second 2 batches, if you give the first, second, third, you give this one. And what you see, if you are an employee, or if you are a student, or if you are the businessman, how you are going to develop the business, what you follow, what things you are going to follow to make your life better. 2 questions. One is, how can India succeed? What Indians are we need to learn? Where is the gap? This is for the first and second groups. And the third, fourth, and fifth groups, the topic is, if you are a student or an employee or a businessman, how you are going to face, how we are going to solve the problems.
Solve the problems of?
We are going to solve the problems
Of India.
First and second.
Which problems? Which
the third one is, I think, problems that we ourselves are facing, right, Subbaraju sir?
Yes. As an employer, how you are going to use this, how you are going to find out what you can do. And then we will discuss the Panchatantra.
Okay. So I'm creating breakout rooms, and the one.
The second question is not clear.
But as an employee or as a student or a businessman, how are you going to help yourself to cross the problems?
How you are going to help yourself
to solve the problems, to solve your problems.
Yeah.
Solve your problem.
So whoever is in group breakout number 1, 2, and 3, for them the question is already there. You can take a screenshot. And if you are going into room number 3, 4, and 5, then you have a question. If you are a student or a businessman, how are you going to solve the problems that you are
employee or a businessman?
Or a businessman, how are you?
What are the profession is there? Okay. And where you are finding problems, how you are going to face the problems, how you are going to fill the gap.
Okay, so only the first 2 rooms, 1 and 2, will answer the question that is on the screen.
Yes. 2 groups, 1 question, 3, 4, 5, another question.
Okay. Have you all got your rooms? I request people to start joining their rooms because there's still people who have yet not joined the rooms.
Hello.
Hello.
Madam, what
Madam,
room,
Pooja,
madam?
Pooja ma'am,
Yeah, yeah,
what has happened? We have been allotted room number 2.
yeah.
But in the room number 2, automatically there was a message that breakout room will get closed in 50
Okay,
seconds.
okay. So I will redo it.
I think
Just
you
you
have
written
to.
back, madam.
I'll redo it.
Yes, ma'am. For room number 2, you have to do it. I think. I don't know about for other rooms, but many people are here only, ma'am.
Yeah, they've come back again. So let me check.
They were dependent on other countries. Now, first thing India has to make it is
Suresh sir,
Just wait.
Suresh sir, just wait for some time because what has happened? We all came to the main session again, main room again.
Take the help of Sujata Balaji or somebody separate.
Yeah. She will do it. She will do it now, sir.
So I'm putting the breakout room again.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Yes,
okay.
ma'am. It's coming again.
Yeah.
Only thing is you have to give there 15 minutes. That's it.
Yeah. So I'm not closing the rooms. I'll close it after 15 minutes.
Yes. That will be
Yeah,
better.
so that happened by mistake.
No worries. Sorry.
Is it done? Have you all assigned your rooms?
Yes.
I think the participants are only 20. Huh? No? What is
No,
happening?
sir.
Okay.
Now it is 20
Okay, I'm going
because
back.
somebody has gone back. No, so now 20.
Still 12 over there.
Sir, I just joined. I just reading the question. How can India succeed? What Indians or we need to learn? We are different from Indians.
As Indians.
Okay.
Would you like to enter any of the rooms? I'll assign a room to you. There are 9 participants who are yet not in the rooms. So I just want to ask.
Please click on. Some people do not know. They are still there. Please put them to some group.
Yeah, so
Because some people do not know.
because the message comes.
Yeah.
When you get a message, just click it. You will go to that room.
Are you able to hear me, please?
Yes.
KVG Karaju, please put me in group 1.
These 2 people are left. Please keep them in groups.
Yeah.
There are some people, they are first time they are coming. They need.
Yeah, we need some orientation,
When you get to join the group,
The
just join the
message
group.
is join the group.
Again, try, madam.
Yeah, I'm doing it again. So now I'm asking you to move to room. Who else? But you have to accept it because if you not join, then it will not work. Yes, Mr. Raju.
Yes, yes, yes.
You have a question?
I would like to join the first group.
I'm sorry, I'll not be able to help you like that because I'm also trying to figure it out.
Okay, okay.
Whatever comes, you join that. Whatever
Yeah,
group
please
comes,
do
join
that.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, that will be easy. Room 1, I'm trying. Yes, I have to make you join.
Yeah.
Have you joined the room? I have already sent you the request to join the room.
Then I got Devakar, Anuradha, and Surya Bhagavan.
I have already sent them the request to move to the room. They need to
Again, please,
accept
can you
it.
try again? Can you try them again?
Yeah, I have sent them again.
Because they are new people, new to this.
No worries, sir. So I am asking them to join room number 2. Mr. Divakar. Now,
Only 4 people are there. And just Devakar and Surya Shiva are there.
yeah, so I'll move them to room. And sir, would you like to go into any of the rooms to see the discussions?
Yes, 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 yes.
So I'm moving you to room number 2.
Okay, I will join 5. Huh? I got room number 2. I got.
Yeah,
now.
2. You can join 2 because there are lesser number of people there. Then I'll move you to another. You can leave. I'll put you in another group. Then. How's it going? Would you like to make any changes? It is 7:09 right now. Sir, the time, do you want to give more time in the breakout room or what? You're muted, sir. Should I call them back? You're muted, sir. Your mic. You're muted.
Let us close the rooms.
Okay. So in 59, in a minute, they'll all be back.
Yes.
You were able to enter all the rooms, right? Except one.
Yes,
room.
yes, yes. Except one, I could enter all rooms.
Okay. And one also, I think they had a lot of participation.
Yes, yes.
So we'll wait for all the participants to return. And I'm yes, everybody started coming in. We are waiting
Yes,
for
yes.
the rest
Most
of
of the
the
people have
groups to
come.
close. Yeah.
Please, the group 1, please share. Please share.
There are still people coming back. There are only 28 participants right now. Another 12 to come back. I think all rooms should have been here by now.
Well, let's start. Please, the group 1, give them the red sheet, right?
I have given the share rights to them.
Well, can I talk?
Hello.
Group 1, please. Representing group 1, please talk.
Yes, group 1. We have discussed the group 1. Our group, Nagaredi sir and Sanjay sir and all the Suresh Ratnamji, you were there. And it's a very good topic you have given us. How can India succeed and what India need to learn? Where is the gap? The most, first they have done the quality of education. The basics are not going to, they only for teachers are giving only for learning the giving numbers only. That's what, not the moral values or not the basics is not. So if you want to improve, India, so you have to, teachers should be learned. And this was a, and the self-reliant, and Suresh was the self-reliant, should be, we should teach the teach children's or students to improve on your technology and self-reliant and adapt. The power of adapting, not depend on whatever young today's we are going to day by day the technology is improving. So
Yes,
we
yes.
have to adapting quality of the students to it.
Yes,
And now Nagar Reddy sir has given the very insight, very detail, like Shashi Tharoor, and then the value system. We have to change our value system in every sphere of the Indian system. We are not teaching them in a still the values and nurture the students the values in such a way that they develop their own. And so if the children will see the corruption, they are going, they are the teacher, the amount of the grains or whatever they are coming, they are distributing the about, so they will learn the same system. So we have to do whatever, whether there's whatever we have seed, we will get the same root of the tree, from the fruits. And the value of the, as Abdul Kalam said, there's a value. You are talking about world peace or India peace, but peace starts from the home, and then this was an, and the whole was, this is going, what we are learning, this teachers, what is the garbage in, garbage out, what they have learned from years, they are not developing, and they
very nice points. One is developing value system and putting effort also. They told attempting anything, everything, there's putting effort is very important. That is the most important pillar of success, that is effort.
Next, we have to form the agility in policies.
Yes.
So how and when, what is the timing to the nurture, how the parenting, these are the how, if I want to develop, start parenting from home.
Yes, okay, wonderful, wonderful. Thank you, sir. Thank you,
awareness, sir. And we taught the children's awareness, even teachers too, awareness. This was, and the last, and Sanjay says the creative understanding and
yes.
And entrepreneurs is this, and whatever remains, Nagaredi sir, please further explain, or Sanjay ji.
We will go to the second group. We will ask second group. Somebody please represent the second group.
Okay. Good evening, sir. Good evening, sir. I'm Manigandan. I'm representing group 2.
Yes,
my group, Dr. Mr. Balachandran, Mr. Rajir Mr. in our group. Actually, we discussed about how can Indians succeed, what Indians are we needed for land, where is the gap. So we discussed about the engagement of engages research and innovation to public, sir.
Okay.
Another one is eradication poverty life. Okay. And provides education to them.
Okay.
Third one is that is to provide education to them. And fourth is digitalization, reduce the competitions. Okay. And then fifth one is simplifying law.
Okay.
And then also promote skills to youngster.
Okay.
And
upskilling, very important. Very good point. Upskilling is skilling and upskilling is very critical. That's very important. Wonderful point, Mr. Manikantan, and the group number 2. I will go to the group number 3. Can you share who represents group number 3? Group 3.
Yeah, I'm from group number 3. Good evening to all. I represent Mr. Adhi Chakravarti, Mr. Nonia, Mr. Sagar Jitre. I'm sorry if I have mispronounced the names. Okay, the points that we were discussing herein are, we start from why. One of the business leaders, Mr. Simon Sinek, he says that everything should start from why. This is a big why. Why should we do it? Why should we really do it? Kaam to chal raha hai. We are still there in the world arena, wherever we may be, but we need to start from why. Why do we need to go from where we are and to the next step? So then we say that we do not have questioning mind as per our culture. We are followers rather than leaders, take a lead in some area and move forward. Okay, the other point that we would like to say is we are a highly populous country, which results in sense of insecurity amongst people who are employed, right? So the sense of leadership by which a person can create more leaders, more technocrats is lacking. The knowledge sharing platform that, we should be able, as a country should be able to provide is not there. Then we say that employability, our universities, colleges are producing a lot of educated youth, but they are not employable for lack of soft skills. Of course, we have a cultural backlash that, we lack ethics somehow over a period of time. They are not there. We lack them. Then I would say the political will, wherein we have the initiative by Government of India, Make in India, which has resulted in shifting of bases wherein we have gotten mobile industry. Then we are producing metro coaches for Canada now. We'll be exporting. And so is the defense. Light combat aircraft, which is manufactured in India, is going to be exported to some countries. We already have the orders for that. The other thing that I would like to say is, apart from political will, the federal structure is again a problem, wherein the states, what we have seen in case of Tata Nano, they had to shift the whole thing. So like one of the participants who had just mentioned that red tapeism is still prevalent. So we need to ease that system of doing business in India. So that's all from our side. Thank you so much.
That's wonderful. Knowledge sharing is a very, very important point, because there is a lot of fear of competition. People do not like to share. That's very, very important. Next, group number 4.
In our group, Nayak sir was there, Mr. Prakash Padera, Tasneem ma'am, myself. So the points are like this. There's a lack of leadership among the people. So leadership skills have to be developed. Then hard work has to be there. So we have to improve our attitude towards hard work. Also, ownership of the problem. Ownership of the problem has to be taken, and solution should be found out collectively after discussing. Then we have financial problems. So financial problem can be solved by discussing or getting opinions from others in the friend circle or in the peers group. Then we have a labor problem. It can be resolved by talks. So these are the words used in our discussion. Whatever words we have used, I'm just replicating. So next point is behavioral or social behavior problems. These problems can be discussed and solved. Then also about administration. By improving the administration and bringing about change, a lot of problems can be solved. Then next point is improving our attitude towards the problem. So this is central, because if we change our attitude towards a problem, automatically the problem is half solved.
That's wonderful.
Am I right or wrong? So if
yes, wonderful.
If you have a right attitude, the problem, half of it is already solved.
Yes. That's wonderful.
And then
we go to the group
mindset.
Mindset. That's
Mindset. Like a girl child should be educated. So earlier days, girl childs were not educated. So this kind of mindset should be taken away from our people. And having a clear perspective of the problem is, we should have a clear perspective of the problem. Then finally, last point we have is education. Education is very important, and education and the way and the higher education, everything needs to be looked into so that people get educated. Education is the basis of and a solution to many problems. So we ended with that point in our room. And you also added upskilling and upgrading. That also I just want to add.
Upskilling, yes. Dr. Nagi is doing a lot of work with children on upskilling.
Thank you so much.
With Lead India group. That's wonderful. Now, group number 5. Wonderful inputs. Change the way you look at the problem is a great contribution. Next, please.
Okay. Hi, this is Rajendra Sapre representing our group. Basically, we had Mr. Ramesh Babu and Madhusudan sir from our group, and then basically what we are looking at is that we began our discussion looking at the education system, how it could actually impact better prosperity for India. So one of the things is that there is an undue importance to the examinations, like, okay, who is standing first, who is getting how many marks. Instead of that, the focus should be on the real knowledge which you can apply and benefit from applying that knowledge. There should be some amount of honesty and basic trust should be possible among the individuals. Because that actually factor we suffer a lot. Means we have got a lot of good principles from our culture, but practically many people, they do not remain actually trustworthy. So that's what can where the things can go bad. How to find the like-minded people by making use of the social forums or various other technology forums. That is what could be one of the best ways to actually say come out with better teams for setting up new businesses and so on. So finding like-minded people is one of the challenges. Teaming with the right people means people with the right mix. How could actually we be able to find out those people and take their help to from the point of view of new businesses or actually even existing businesses. Actually, that is also important. Then from the culture side, basically means there is a fear of failure actually that many students they have right from the beginning, and that actually doesn't help as far as getting more creative and actually establishing more leadership. So I think for that one should give up actually one shouldn't have that fear of failure. There should not be undue fear about the seniors, because of our culture, we are told to respect our seniors, and it actually happens that there is the organizations, they are not very flat, or many times people, especially the juniors, are very afraid of actually, they sense the problem, but they are not able to communicate it effectively with the seniors. So there should be, better synergy between the new generation and the old generation. I think the glaring example is this Mr. Ratan Tata and his personal assistant, that Shantanu actually. So irrespective of the age, actually they are gelling well. So that kind of atmosphere should be there in most of the relationships. Among the experienced lot and among the juniors, so that the juniors actually learn better and they also sense the problems better and actually point out what solutions could emerge. There should be a political will in terms of giving first priority to the nation. Means all other things are your own existence as a political leader should be actually secondary in the but first thing should be the nation. And on the better side, the kind of we have got a lot of people using the mobile phones and internet technologies. How that could be actually leveraged to bridge the various gaps of in terms of the skills, in terms of expertise, in terms of various forums of where people can actually solve larger problems. So that's what I think we should look at. So I'm done with the discussion.
You are muted, Subbaraju sir. You are muted.
Yes. Thank you very much, Mr. Sapre and other people who have given wonderful points, because now you're prepared for the new learnings. Let us see, in this presentation, I gave three peoples and their problems. If we can find ways of solving their problems, I understand it can solve the problems of most of us and most of the people. We are dealing with a young person who is doing his first year education. If we can show him the way to get good education, good skills, soft skills, and other technical skills and attitudes and other things, and the second person has a job because he is unable to gel with other people, because he is unable to get connected to other people, what happens?
Sorry, yeah.
Because just 1 minute, because we could not, because the second person has abilities, he has skills to do the job, but it doesn't have the interpersonal skills. Because of the lack of interpersonal skills, he is unable to collaborate. He is unable to collaborate with other people. So all his employability skills are getting wasted. Not only the technical skills, the intrapersonal and interpersonal skills are very important. I'm going to discuss about some of the points in the program. Yes. I will talk about the almost the 5 tantras. You know, there is a genius in everyone. Many people say that there is a genius in everyone. Can we show it with an example? Here there is a garden. You see here a garden. In the garden there is a beautiful rose plant. There is an ugly, so-called ugly cactus plant and a sparrow here, and so many other plants and animals are there. But the problem is the rose thinks, I am so beautiful, I am only valuable, and others are useless. It is telling that you are useless and you are useless. Many times he told the cactus, my dear friend, I don't know why God created you. There is no use of you to the whole world. The rose started even God for the creation of the cactus. But after some time, there is a hot summer, and so hot, it has become dry, and rose is going to die within few days. And then another friend advised it. Here you see, just beside you there is a cactus plant. It is rich in water. It is a reservoir of water. Why don't you ask it? He said, no, I can't ask, because I blamed it. I did not, I disrespected it. How can I ask? And then, but after a lot of deliberation, it asked, cactus, I'm sorry, can you give me some water? Now there is a choice for the cactus to give water or not to give water. But the cactus thought, if I give water, I'm not going to lose anything. I'm going to help another plant to survive. Let me give water. It gave water, and the rose took that water, and through the sparrow drank the water from the cactus and put it at the root of the rose. At it again blossomed, and now it started saying, my dear cactus, there is a one kind of genius in you, and there is another kind of genius in you, and in every one of us there is a genius. You are a genius in storing water, and I am genius in beauty. There is no person who is useless. Chanakya says there is no plant without a medicinal property. There is no akshara without a mantra property. And there is no human being who cannot excel in life. There is nothing useless. This attitude is very important. We should be able to respect every person in the society, and not only that, we should be able to respect every person in our team, in the family, in the organization. Then we can share our resources. Now these two become friends. They understood. And then the professor asked, what do you learn? He asked the three people, what do you learn? And then the student said, I was like cactus. I'm thinking I'm just useless. And people are dominating me because I'm from a village background. My dress is poor and my knowledge is poor. My language is poor. So people are dominating me. They're aggressive over me. Now I understand. Cactus has ability to store water. I'm very good in math. I'm very good in math. That is my strength. I learned from this. And many people are acting like roses. And then the second person said, the employee said, you please see, I was just exactly the copycat of the rose. My attitude is the copycat of the rose. Not only I was thinking, I am intelligent, I am more knowledgeable, my organization is good, my college is good. I was dominating other people, I am belittling other people, I am disrespecting other people. So that's the reason when I get a problem, they are not helping me. And because when I was in a meeting, I was dominating, I am not allowing people to cooperate or collaborate, and there are poor results. Now I understand. Every person, my colleagues may be having less knowledge, but still they can contribute. 99 is equal to 0. If a person can add that other 1%, it becomes 100. I get a solution. Please try to understand that in an organization, when we work, when we solve problems, we need to work in teams, my dear friends. And then the other person, third person said, I am also just like the rose. I was giving everything, hefty salaries and everything, and I was dominating them. I'm not respecting my wife, my children, my employees. That's why they call me Hitler. They don't respect me. They respect me on the face, but I am just awake. They grumble about me, they don't like me, and they don't obey my orders. Please try to understand, I was just like a rose. I have to change my attitude. I have to understand that there is a purpose for everybody. And unless we combine together, we cannot contribute, we cannot solve problems. Existence is coexistence. There cannot be existence without, if all the things do not coexist, there cannot be existence at all. Now I understand. The third and then second thing, I'm giving you a video here where in the cinema Bahubali, and there are two Bahubalis. One is Amarendra Bahubali, and the father, and the second one is Mahendra Bahubali. And in the war scene, what happens was, most of you have seen Bahubali. In the war scene, he jumps to fight with the Ballala Deva, and then he is attacked by arrows and he falls down. And then again he wants to go and fight, and then Kattappa says, Mahendra Bahubali, you are the son of the great Amarendra Bahubali. Think like Amarendra Bahubali. When there is a problem, you have to think differently. As our friends told just now, we have to think differently. When we start seeing the problem differently, with the right perspective, the solution becomes. You please see the video. Sorry. See the video.
Video is not
The
playing.
video is not shown, sir.
I think you'll have to again share the desktop.
Are you able to see news? Are you able to hear?
Your
No.
screen is visible, but video is not playing.
Actually,
So,
it
sir,
has.
Video is
Share
playing.
the entire desktop, I think, and reshare the screen with audio.
Think it's not coming. Actually, it is a full video, but not getting it. Please, I will explain this. And
sir, you can try once by you stop the share, you start the video, and then you start your desktop
are you
sharing.
seeing the video? Yes or no?
No.
No.
You are not seeing the video?
No, sir.
Because, sir, this video is outside this particular app that you have shared. You will have to unshare and share the window which is playing the video, and that time you have to switch on the audio.
Again, how to start again? You mean to say?
Yeah. Or
Stop
share
the
your
share.
entire desktop.
Okay. Sorry.
If it is problem, leave it, Subbaraju sir. Leave it. You can explain.
Sir, actually, on Zoom, this YouTube doesn't work usually.
Okay. Are you able to see it now? Are you able to see the picture?
No.
Sir,
You're
you
able to
stop
see
the screen share, and then when this video is playing on your desktop, then you share again.
Stop share. Then you go to the
So,
desktop.
I'm explaining it. I'm
and,
explaining
go to
it.
the YouTube, click it, then start sharing it.
Whatever you're comfortable, you can go ahead with it.
What do you advise?
You explain, sir. You explain and finish it.
Yes.
You don't try anything now.
Bahubali, the younger one, wanted to fight, and then he is attacked. Then he says that Katappa says that you think like Bahubali, just like that you can't. You have to use your brain. And then he uses the palm trees and elevates them to the
I think there is a break in the voice, Subbaraju.
Yes, please.
There is some break in the voice. We are not able to.
No, he is trying to.
Just see and enjoy. You see, now they are working as a team.
Yeah, that's okay, but we are not able to see the video as well.
We are not seeing the video. You don't worry about it. You go and explain, sir. That will do.
Yes, now they used the palm trees they used a new resource, a new method to fight the enemy. Using the palm trees, the soldiers are propelled to the enemy's fort.
Sir, I suggest you can close the video because there is a background noise because of the video, and you can explain that scene visually to all of us.
Let us complete it. I will explain and do it.
Yeah.
Yes, this please try to understand now, because he is able to attack the enemies and they win it. All of you know what happened later on, and then we know it. Sorry for the inconvenience. Now I will share I will stop share and then I will start sharing it. Yes. Can you here what happened is there are two father and son. Amarendra Bahubali is the father and Mahendra Bahubali is the son. All of you know it. And when Mahendra Bahubali attacks the very strong Ballala Deva, he uses ordinary thinking. He wants to just go and fight. He is attacked. And then Katappa says, you are not there to be killed. You are not fighting to be killed. You have to use new thinking. You have to use new resources. You have to use new methods. And when you use new methods and new resources and new mindset, mindset, the way you see the problem changes, then you can win it. And then he uses the palm trees to elevate elevate the soldiers to the fort, to the enemy's fort, and they will fight and they win it. All of us know it. And thank you very much. And sorry for the problem in the sharing. And then the other one, I will share another story which will help you to understand the power of teamwork. I will tell you the power of teamwork. And there is a, please try to understand, there is here is a lame man and here is a blind man. And here is a blind man and a lame man. And blind man and lame man wanted to see Aishwarya Rai coming to the town. Do you understand this?
Slide is not moving.
Hello.
Slide, move the slide.
The slide is there. This one.
That is not coming here.
Okay, okay. You're not
Narendra sir, the slide is the same slide. The corner bottom left side is a visual.
I will share again. Yes. Coming to this topic here, a blind man and a lame man wanted to go to railway station because Aishwarya Rai, the top heroine at the time, was coming by the train. They want to go to the station. But you know, the lame man cannot walk and the blind man cannot see. So both are disabled by themselves, but they plan in such a way that the blind man will carry the lame man on the shoulders. The lame man will show the way and the blind man takes over there. And when they go over there, the blind man was a very strong person. He pulled and pushed every person, and they went there. They went almost near Aishwarya Rai when the train stopped, and the lame man and blind man was almost there to shake hand with Aishwarya. This is impossible. This is an impossible task. Here, please try to understand. The lame man is explaining the beauty of Aishwarya to the blind man. The blind man is visualizing it as a more beautiful person than actually she is. Please try to understand. They could see Aishwarya Rai because they formed a team. Teams are very important. As an employee or as a student or as a businessman, as a family man, it is very important for us to work in teams. We fail because we are unable to work in teams. We don't respect other strengths. Here, the blind man accepted the strengths of the lame man, and the lame man accepted the strengths of the blind man, so they could form a team and they could achieve an impossible goal. They could achieve an impossible goal. The team will make you very powerful. Teams means together everyone achieves more, or together everyone achieves miracles. These two people going and seeing Aishwarya Rai is a miracle, my dear friends, in your job, or as a student, or as an employee, or as a CEO, or in any position. If you are able to respect other strengths, if you are able to collaborate with other people, and if you can bridge the gap in two ways, you can upskill yourself or you can use somebody else's skill. You can use somebody else's skill that is almost equal to upskilling, and then you can solve problems. My dear friends, the major problem with Indians is they cannot work in teams. What they say is, it is an identified from the long time, Indians cannot work in teams. But when they go to Western, they become successful because they are forced to work in teams. My dear friend, the culture is different, and they change and they work in teams and they don't destroy each other. And what happens, the working in teams is the solution for our problems. So then you have to accept other people, whether he is a carpenter, or whether he is a Smriti, everybody has a role to contribute. Understand, we have to respect everybody, and we have to respect everybody depending on his education and the quality of his skills, and then only we can live happily, and also we can achieve our goals. Many times by using other skills, we can achieve our goals. Please see, and relationships are very important. The problem is mainly the relationships. Why we are unable to respect other people? Why you are unable to work in teams? The reason is we do not understand a human being is not one. A human being is a one in two. The human being is a component of two things. One is the body. Body has a different kind of needs. Body has a different kind of needs. It wants food, it wants transport facility, it wants communication facility. Nothing beyond that. It will not give you any happiness. The body cannot give you any happiness. The physical facilities will not give you any kind of happiness. It is very temporary. But there is another one. There is a self inside you. You have to show the respect for him. When you show the respect for him, gratitude for him, trust with him, then you get real happiness comes when you show respect to other person, or receive respect, or show gratitude, or give gratitude. Then only you will be getting this. You please see this. A old woman went to a home for food. The young lady gave food, but without respect. She has thrown the roti. She has thrown the roti into the dish of the old woman. She doesn't like even to touch the old woman's vessel. So she has given roti which satisfies the hunger of the old woman, but it doesn't satisfy the respect of the old woman. This doesn't give any happiness to the self or the person. So though she got rotis with curry, she was not 100% happy. My dear friends, when we deal with people, not only just giving the physical facilities, using money, we have to show the respect, we have to show the trust. That is very important. In interpersonal relationships, it is very important for us to respect, grateful, and trust, care, and guide other people. As an employee, or as a student, or as a businessman, when you treat the other person, not only just giving things which come out of money, give them happiness through the respect, through gratitude, to trust. That is very important. My dear friends, this is missing. And then the professor asked, what did you learn? The professor asked, what did you learn from this? When professor asked, what did you learn from this? What did you learn from this? The young boy, the student said, sir, I am very angry with my parents. I'm thinking that they are not giving great facilities. They did not pay high fee. They are not giving a car. They are not giving a motorcycle. They are not giving a cycle for me. But I did not realize that they are giving all their resources. They are giving all their resources for me, for the sake of me. They are giving all the resources. In spite of that, I'm showing anger with him. I am not getting connected with him. Now I understand how much they are sacrificing for myself. Now I understand, when I meet them, I will show respect for them. I will show gratitude to them. And that person, the young student says, and then the employee says, now I understand. When I deal with my co-employees, I was not showing respect for them. I am not showing gratitude for them. Because of this reason, I am unable to connect with other people. And the third person said, the businessman said, this is the major problem for me. Now I understand the solution for my problem. I have given everything for my family. I gave a car, I gave a big building, and they got very good mobiles. They got everything they want, but I am not giving them respect. I am not trusting them. I am not grateful to them when they are helping me. The same thing has happened with my family and with my employees. I'm thinking I'm paying a very hefty salary for them, and that is sufficient for them. Why they are not loyal to me? I do not understand, my dear friends. So what happened was, this person said, I understand from this. Now I understand it is very important to deal not only the body, but also I have to deal the person, the self, by giving respect beyond the physical things. I have to give them. So if I give them, it makes a lot of difference for me. So this person said, and then they said that we have got very good things. Can you share the fourth tantra? And then the professor telling that the fourth tantra, there is an airport and people are waiting there already 2 hours over for the aeroplane. It is late by 2 hours, and then after 2 hours there is an announcement that the aeroplane is late by 2 more hours. When they said 2 more hours, there is a CEO sitting there. He said, wonderful. He said, fantastic. People were perplexed. They are telling that the aeroplane is getting delayed, but he's saying very happy. They again, after some time, they said there is a delay for 1 more hour. Then he said, very wonderful, awesome. And then people came there, asked him, why you are saying this? Why you are feeling happy when the plane is late? And then this person said, my dear friends, if I start blaming the airport authorities or the pilot or somebody else, it will not solve problem. When I blame other people, I lose my energy. I become de-energized. My energy gets trained. When I say fantastic, when I say wonderful, my energy gets enhanced. There is the energy booster. Our language is the energy booster. When we respect ourselves and when we respect others, when we help others or help ourselves, we feel happiness. These are energy boosters. If you go for gossip, if you criticize other people, blame other people, you lose energy. That is called as energy drains. So my dear friends, do what you enjoy and enjoy whatever you have to do. Now I have to prepare a presentation for tomorrow. Sitting here, I am doing the dirty work. I am doing the work I have to do, the hard work I am doing here, but I have to enjoy it. So to motivate myself, I am telling that fantastic, wonderful, awesome, like that. So there are 3 kinds of why we cannot work, because there will be physical energy drains, and we have psychological energy drains will be there. We have to understand how we can energize ourselves physically and how we energize ourselves psychologically. Then automatically, whether you work for 2 hours or 4 hours, whatever be the number of hours, you will be enjoying the job. And next, this is the 4th secret. You have whatever you enjoy, you have to show. We have to show happiness over there, and then you get boosted in your energy, and you will do work without any stress. And now, breakdown room. Please, what is your personal brand? What skills you share for 10 minutes, only for 10 minutes. Individually, you please see that what is your personal brand and what skills you need to acquire, and how these learnings help you to bridge the gap. These things you discuss for the next 10 minutes.
So my suggestion is we'll just make 3 breakout rooms.
Pardon. Oh, yes. Make less number.
Yeah, we'll make. If you want, we can do 2 breakout rooms.
Please make 3. Please make 3.
Okay.
Hello. Room number 1.
Yeah, Mathur sir, what's in room number 1?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. On our team, Narendra Naik sir, Rajlakshmi ji, Jagdish ji, Prakash ji, we have.
Be very brief. You give
Brief.
3-4 points, sir.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Okay, sir. What is your question? What is personal brand? What is skills? Whether personal brand is our trainer for development, good attitude, and give our to develop good trainers in the society. This is our personal brand. And now what skills you need to improve? The willingness to learn and upskill new knowledge or new technology with and understand the need of audience and unlearn and relearn of the skills, as Rajlakshmi said. Unlearn and relearn the skills. And further, we can improve it as Arun sir said that we cannot unlearn, so we can connect our old new learning to online.
Okay, thank you.
And how the next question is how new learning helps to the bridge. The cordial, good interpersonal relationship with everyone and focus on the performance well and for betterment
Thank you
of the
very much.
society.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Madhur sir. Next,
Thank
group
you.
number 2.
I shared the screen, so we had these views it is being a team player, a motivator, or a leader, and being a good communicator is a personal brand. Then being a supportive person to the needy and understanding the people, different kind of people in the right way. Then as an individual work, we can work, but we should work as a team, like what Subbaraju sir said. And then interpersonal skills are necessary, very important aspect of personal brand. And then understanding the person when the person is trying to trick you.
Yes.
And nowadays, trust is missing.
Yes, that is very important. That we have to build. That's wonderful. That's wonderful.
Yeah, trust building is important. So
that's wonderful contribution.
Gupta, myself, and Indrajit sir were there. So thank you so much.
Thank you very much. The group number 3, please share. Wonderful, wonderful. Next, third group, please. Third group, please. Who is representing the group number 3?
I think in group number 3, we joined them in 1 and 2. So there's nobody from group number 3.
Okay. Let's continue. Let's continue. Okay. I will again share. I will start my sharing, and then I will talk about the 5th tantra, and then please in this what so far what we understood is, if India has to become a land country and a rich country, we have to upskill. Not only we have to skill, we have to upskill also. But for upskilling, there are several, not only physical problems, there are attitudinal problems or value problems. So we discussed 4 values. The first one is to talk about respecting, valuing value in other people, and then find ways in problems. And the third one is respecting not only the body, person also, and the fourth one is enjoying what we have to do. And then the last one is learn from all. There is a person, he was an ordinary person, ordinary employee. And then what happened was, one day it was heavy raining. He went into the bookstop and then he took a book named The Power of Positive Thinking. He got amused with that, opened the book and read it. He felt very interesting. He felt the book is very interesting. There are so many inputs in that. And then immediately he bought the book and then he read it 3 or 4 times. And what happened that year was the office where he was working, jumped from 50th position to 50th position to 4th position. It jumped 46 positions in 1 year. The branch performed so well. He says that there is no change in the physical resources and there is no change in the people and other things. The only change was there is a change in my thinking. Because there is change in thinking, I was able to work with everyone. I could collaborate with other people. I could use the abilities of everyone, and I was thinking positive. And with the change in my thinking, I could change every aspect of the organization. And because we got more efficiency, more collaboration, and that we got more business, and soon we prospered. So when we learn new skills, extraordinary things will be happening. So this is very, very important. The major barrier for India to cross, to become a rich country, to become a prosperous country, to become a happy country, the problem is 25% youth population is there, but there is a skilling problem. Some people do not have skills, and some people, their skills are outdated. They need upskilling. For them to upskill, one of the major problems is their attitude. They have a fixed thinking. They don't have the attitude of learning from others. So by reading good books, we change our attitude, we change the way we look at the world. If any person reads every day 7 pages, within 1 month, we can complete one book. Within 1 year, we can complete 12 books, and then the whole of our attitude changes. Then we will be ready for upskilling. Then without any barriers, we will be able to upskill. That is very, very important. So, my dear friends, by using the 5 inputs, one is how to deal with people, how to deal with problems, how to deal with relationships, and how to deal with work, and how to deal with new learning, extraordinary things will happen. So, my dear friends, suppose a person has got, my talent is limited, my effort will not help me, I cannot learn skills. If this kind of attitude is there with a person, he cannot learn new things. He cannot upskill or skill. A person cannot skill or upskill if the person is having. Are you able to see? Hello?
No, please
Please share your screen.
No, sir. Please share it.
Please share your screen.
Please share. Okay. Sorry. My dear friends, I will go back to the former slide. So the major problem for our new learning, you see, the success of a person, success of a student, success of an employee, or a success of businessman or a family man depends on skilling and upskilling. So the problem with India is, though we have got 25% youth population, some people are not skilled and some people are skilled, but they are outdated skills. They have to upskill them. For them, the barrier is their attitude, their values, and their responsibility. If you can develop that, miracles will happen. A person was an ordinary person. Their branch was at the 50th position out of 54 states. One day it was raining heavily, and this person went into the bookshop. There he picked a book with the name The Power of Positive Thinking. He read the book. When he read the book, the way he looked at other people changed, his thinking changed, and then he started looking at the strengths of other people. He started working with other people. He started looking at opportunities, and he could collaborate with other people. Because of that reason, though there is no change in number of employees, or there is no change in investment in the branch, the company jumped in sales from 50th position to 4th position. This person, very famous one, the Zig Ziglar, says that the efficiency is not due to people, not due to number of people, but it is due to change in thinking of not only himself, and change in thinking of the whole group. The group has become team. The team achieved more. together everyone achieved more. So the main barrier for Indians to skill and upskill is that barrier of thinking, of learning, and feeling responsibility to skill them. So if anybody can apply these 5 skills, what 5 tantras, what happens is he can build the gap of skills or knowledge or values, and then he can succeed. Just like you see the rocket you see here, the rocket is released, it can move into without any, it can move so fast, it can cross into space. My dear friends, what is pushing us back? What is pushing us backwards? Please try to understand what is pushing us backwards is my talent. Many people think my talent is limited, effort will not help. They have got a fixed mindset. I cannot grow in life, I cannot become better myself. So they do not put effort and they do not improve. So when they use the positive in people, just like cactus, you have seen cactus and rose, and then you have seen Dharmaja, you have seen Dharmaja found good in every person. Then you work with people, and then when a problem comes, if you can see what is possible, just like in Bahubali, or you can see how the layman and the blind man work together to solve the problem. And then the second secret, the third one is the relationship. Many of us deal with the body only. We think that when you deal with people, if you can do the physical things, they will be satisfied. No, not like that. When we have relationships, not only the body, you have to deal the self also. Self means the inner consciousness also you have to deal with. That requires gratitude, that requires respect, that requires trust, that requires guidance. So in relationships, you have to take care of this. And then whatever work you are doing, unless you enjoy it, you get stressed. And when you get stressed, your efficiency comes down. You should know how to boost your energy. And I told you, see you in airport and then learn from everyone. And just like Rama learning from Ravana, and then the CEO learning from a book. When you use these 5 things, you can fill the gap to build your personal brand. Because when you want to build a personal brand, there's a gap is available. You have to bridge the gap in competencies, in your skills, psychological, mental, and then emotional skills. That and you have to fill the gap by using these 5 kinds of ideas. And then when you do this one, when you apply these things, and you build your personal brand, you can succeed in life. You can just push into the sky, and you can cross the gravity of earth and you can go to very higher levels. So my dear friends, by applying these, the major problem for India is upskilling. And if there is 25% Indian population is youth, and if we can upskill them, and India can again reach the 25 to 30% of world GDP, when it enhances its GDP, it is going to again become a rich country. And people need to believe that they can set higher goals and achieve them using the growth mindset. By many people are afraid of setting higher goals because they think that they can't reach higher goals. By using a growth mindset, by using the 5 principles, 5 tantras we discussed, they can fill the gap and achieve higher goals. When every young Indian, whether a student or an employee or a teacher or a businessman or a family person, when they set higher goals and reach them, India is going to become a happy country, a rich country, a prosperous country, and it is going to become the world guru again. Thank you very much, my dear friends, for your patient listening and attentive listening. Any questions?
Thank you so much, Professor. Thank you so much. And this is wonderful, the kind of vision that you opened us.
Lift yourself by yourself, because you are your friend. Gita says that nobody will be poor or uneducated unless one is lazy. Vasishtha says, and then growth mindset can change the story of India, make it a world guru or 21st century of India. Thank you.
Good evening. May I say a word?
Yes, sir. Yes.
I would like to thank you, Dr. Subbaraju.
Yes, yes.
And on behalf of my colleagues who have attended the program,
yes, yes.
I would like to thank you sincerely. And it is a wonderful session, and then very thought-provoking, and then very motivating, and then efficient. I would like to thank you and congratulate you for the nice.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. And do we have any questions for Professor Subbaraju?
Probably I have one point to highlight actually, and that's not really for Dr. Subbaraju. And there is a disconnect between the education, what we are providing in the colleges, and the industry. And after all, we as students spend 4 long years and then come to the industry, and then there we are acting like a stranger. And the problem for that is not with the curriculum, that infrastructure is missing something there. So if probably the rule makers provide infrastructure.
Okay, that's wonderful. Wonderful.
That gap, I think it will be very useful to us.
Yes, so that's a great observation. Yes, for a nation that is marching towards as seeking its center place in the universe, infrastructure is going to be extremely important. On that note, I would also like to congratulate Professor for a very, very interesting 5 pillars that you have created for us, the mindsets that will lead us to growth. If there are any questions pertaining to the presentation, otherwise we can close the platform for the presentation now.
Thank you for the organizers as well.
So thank you so much for the active participation. We had a great session today, and of course, distilling the entire experience of Professor Subbaraju.
To be honest, I am a passive listener. I didn't participate, and I was very keenly observing and then trying to understand. Very good examples also, and very easy to follow and then understand the message.
Thank you, Krishna. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yeah, and for all the visitors on the platform today, like this, we have a very interesting topic tomorrow. I'm posting the link for tomorrow's topic. It is on axiology, and it is by Miss Sujata Balaji. She's an educationist with 2 decades plus experience as a communicator and as a learner, teacher, and educator. And for us on this platform, we associate her with language completely. And tomorrow, we bring in a lot of value by talking about axiology, the art and science of value. So I'm posting the link. We'll look forward to seeing you on the platform tomorrow. And on that note, thank you very much for your active participation. A very good night, and look forward to seeing you on the platform. We have these presentations from Monday to Thursday every week. So hope to see you there. Thank you so much. Thank you, Professor, for an excellent presentation.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So I'm closing the presentation, and now it is open for the DMT participants for the next few minutes to congratulate Professor and share your thoughts. And to the visitors, a very, very warm thank you for your participation today.
Thank you.
Very nice presentation, Subbaraju ji.
Yes.
Very nice presentation, sir. Thank you very much.
I think that the 5 Panchtantra, the stories of Panchtantra, you will tell some story of the Panchtantra, but you think you have taken something else, something new.
Yes. In the education world, they call this as a Panchatantra for the modern world. My book, Success Seekers for Engineering Students, is called as a Panchatantra for 21st century. And they use it as a textbook and reference book for inculcating values and soft skills. So that is why I named it as Panchatantra. I will be using a lot of stories and a lot of data in the book because
Okay, okay.
time is limited. I could.
Oh, yes. You can send the book for us.
Yes. We'll discuss. We'll discuss.
Okay.
Okay.
Mathur,
Thank you
you
very
don't have-
much.
Mr. Mathur, you don't have to buy the book?
No, I can buy the book.
Yes, so we'll discuss in the. We'll discuss that. I will send you the book. I will contact you through DMT. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Thank you, Madhurji.
you.
Thank you. Very nice.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Congratulations, sir.
Yes,
Congratulations.
sir. Nagareddy, sir.
Book for me also, sir. Tell me.
Nagareddy, sir, please comment.
Nagareddy, sir, though itself a very good book. We cannot read and
Very good.
understand.
Very good. Very good.
And actually, when you stepped into a room when we're discussing, anywhere, anytime when we discuss children, I talk only about value system. We will not bombard with any kind of technology for them. No need. They are blessed with such a resource which is 5 times more than what the neuron cells which I and you will have. All that is give them the resources and they'll do fantastic. Unfortunately, we the adults are not. I mean, when I say we, it's not I and you. It's the people, the so-called adults around the children. They are what you find. They can be parents, they can be teachers. They are not taught, and they want to do good. But thing is that they are not trained, and that's where you find people gelling out to something what they're really not caught for. What they really caught for is fantastic. All of us together, we can do something to whatever resources what we have, go out and impact people. At this age or this age, I'm not saying anything else to come into my kitty. All that go and do, then that gives me my satisfaction.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, we'll come to you and learn teamwork.
You're always welcome, sir. I'm at your beck and call. If any one of you say we are going to do something for children, if you walk 10 foot towards me, I'll walk 100 feet.
Yes, sir.
Together we can do
Yes,
much better.
yes. We'll
together, each one achieves more. Thank you. And thank you, sir. Subbaraju, sir. For wonderful.
Okay,
session.
thank you. Thank you.
Thank you,
Super,
Nagaraji.
super. Thank you very much.
Nagaraji garu.
Have a good night.
Good night.
Good night. Good night. Thank